Hey friends, so what we're going to do today, the items we're going to use is we need some spray adhesive. I have the Elmer's, you can use any kind you want. We're going to use the original liquid stitch, I get that from Walmart. Pair of scissors, some foam, I get this from Walmart. This is one sheet, it's 56 cents, 60 cents, it's really inexpensive. And I have half a yard of this pretty fabric. So I want to make a book sleeve big enough for this size of a book or bigger. The one I have right now is for a smaller paperback. So now what I want to do is take my measuring tape and I want to see how wide it is, how thick the side is, and how long the book is. So now I'm looking at the sides and I want to make sure that there's at least an inch around each side. That way the book isn't too snug. So now that I've looked at it, I'm going to go ahead and cut the fabric in half, and when I'm done I will have two pieces, one piece for the front and one piece for the back. Okay, so we have two pieces. I leave them both the same, so it doesn't matter which is the inside and which is the outside. Okay, so now I'm going to take my foam. This just comes in single sheets, and I've measured it out against the book to make sure it's the correct size, and I went ahead and cut that one piece directly down the middle. I've laid the book out on a piece of fabric, and what I'm doing is measuring from the top of the book to the end of the fabric. And what I want to do is leave a 4-inch piece at the top because we're going to fold it in half later. Taking one piece of the fabric, we're going to open that up, and we're going to put the foam into the bottom half of the fabric at the crease. Then we're going to go ahead and take our spray adhesive. Any adhesive will do, any kind of fabric adhesive, it doesn't matter. We're going to cover both sides, the front and the back. Okay, time to glue. This is where other people would stitch around. I don't sew, I don't hand sew, I don't own a sewing machine, so I just use liquid stitch on everything. And I just take it and I go around the edges, and I'm going to fold that down and make sure it's all glued nice and tight. Here you see me pretty much just smoothing out the fabric. After I have all the glue down, the adhesive glued down, I want to make it smooth. I don't want any air bubbles or glue bubbles. I want it nice and smooth. So now I'm pretty much looking to make sure that I have the measurements correct because I need that 4 inches at the top of my fabric to be able to fold. We are going to take our liquid stitch and we are going to take those 4 inches. We're going to fold it in half for 2 because this is going to be the top part of the book sleeve. So we're going to fold that in half and we're going to glue it down. That way when we flip our fabric inside out, it'll be nice clean edge at the top. So now we have two complete pieces. One's going to be the front, one's going to be the back. We want to make sure that edge that we glued is facing up because we're going to glue those sides back to back. So basically now what we're going to do is just glue, And since it's so fun to sit here and watch somebody glue two pieces of fabric together, I'll just tell you a quick little story. When we moved downstairs in this part of the house, I was not used to those two doors that we're looking at. Obviously, we're in the kitchen. Those two doors lead to the living room. And I'm really bad at walking and texting. And I used to always never pay attention. And I would be trying to walk through those doors there. And I'd look up and be standing in front of a door because I would always smack into it. So if you have glass doors, just beware. Okay, so I'm looking at it and it looks like everything is dry. So what we're going to do is the corners. We're going to cut off the corners at an angle. That way when we go to flip the fabric inside out, the pouch will be square on the corners. Looks good. I went ahead and turned it inside out. I'm just adjusting the foam on the inside, making sure there's no wrinkles in it. I'm just going to smooth it out, make sure there's no air bubbles, make sure it's nice and flat. So let's go ahead and slide the book in there and see how it looks. I think it turned out great. So this, my friends, no sewing machine, no needles, no threads. Once again, I appreciate everybody for watching. If you would be so kind, hit that like button, hit that subscribe.